So welcome everybody. My name is Rob Flick, and I am going to be do the webinar today. Welcome to the future of real estate, EXP Explained. What we have found is every 10 to 15 years, a major change in platforms in real estate occurs. As you can see, we went from franchises to Sendant, Remax in the 80s, Keller in the 90s and the 20s, and now a new model that is cloud-based that is changing the world of real estate. It is the buzz throughout the world, virtually every organizational meeting going on throughout the country and in North America. Cloud-based, the opportunity for agent ownership, revenue share, part of the cash flow of the company, and a lead generating system to increase the commission business of agents. The name of the company is called EXP Realty, and we are the agent-owned cloud brokerage. Everybody's familiar with Blockbuster, having heard of them. They were the biggest company of their kind, $6 billion in volume. And a few years back, some people came to them with some ideas and some software that they thought would enhance their customer experience. And they found that Blockbuster took a look at it and said, thanks, but no thanks, we're going to pass. And they said they didn't feel the same way. Well, it turned out that those were the Netflix guys. They had no idea. And several years later, Blockbuster shut down, completely blown out. New technology in the cloud. Well, brick and mortar and old technology got completely blown away by new technology in the cloud. That technology is happening all over the board, all over the world. Technology is changing everything. And now it's entered into the real estate world where we have agents by the hundreds, even the thousands, that are leaving brick and mortar and old technology coming into the cloud and new technology with EXP. We're even getting entire offices that are converting to EXP. When we're having, these are very agent-centric brokers. Not every broker is, but these brokers are saying, wow, what's good for my agents has got to be good for me too. And so they're making that change to be with the new front-running, new cloud-based, high technology company. I'm even seeing for the first time that we're having franchisees that are actually going to their national franchise, and they're stroking big checks to buy themselves out of their agreements so that they can convert their office into EXP. I've never seen that before. And the reason this is happening is because we have four major disruptors. Number one, we are cloud-based. We have a total office complex in the cloud. We have staff that work in the cloud, accounting, marketing, agent services, technology, that we're able to accomplish everything in our cloud-based offices that you can do in a brick and mortar office, but we don't have that overhead of brick and mortar. That saves us millions upon millions of dollars that allows us to provide lead generation systems to our agents that nobody else is willing to do. That costs thousands and thousands of dollars a year. We're providing that to our agents. We're publicly traded, and we actually have 6 different ways for agents to acquire stock and what I call developing an asset base, maybe even a potential exit plan or, heaven forbid, a retirement program. We also have an unparalleled revenue share program for developing cash flow, because we look at every agent as an owner. So you have an opportunity to earn a significant amount of the cash flow of the company. This is what our world looks like. Everybody is an avatar, and you can walk around, you can walk, talk, you can high five other agents. We can pass electronic documents in the cloud. We can attend meetings and presentations and network with other agents around the world, as long as we have access to the internet through a computer. You can go in when your avatar walks onto the campus. You can see the agenda of the different activities or classes or training that are going on that particular day that you can be able to attend. And we have 25 hours or more of live interactive training every single week. We have a new program, which is Conversations with Icons, which is our top agents in the United States, and throughout the world, actually, our very top, highest producing agents have conversations and talk about what they do and best practices so that you can be able to model them and learn specifically from the best agents throughout the country. It's a very big deal. The two lead generation systems that we provide are Conversion and Commissions Inc. These cost thousands of dollars a year. Any agent can buy them, but we provide them free. It's all included in our tech package at just $50 a month. Very exciting. These are systems, websites, software that creates a marketing platform for you in the internet to help capture the people that are surfing the internet looking for houses. We understand 80 to 85%, maybe even more, people that are looking to buy houses look and search on the internet before they actually start contacting realtors. And this is a way for you to be able to capture those people that are looking. Jeff and Amanda Whitespear here in Houston are prime examples. They do over 250 transactions a year, and they were paying $2,000 to $3,000 a month in lead generating systems. They joined EXP specifically for conversion. We taught them, trained them, and using the strategies that we teach, plus the fact that they are exceptionally good at talking with people, they were able to replace everything that they were doing within 2 months, saving them somewhere between $20,000 and $30,000 a year in marketing costs. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to do 250 transactions a year by coming to EXP when using on conversion. They're some of the best in the country at making this happen. But I firmly believe that you could do one extra deal a month or one extra deal every other month. And that certainly could be an extra $1 million or $2 million in sales volume for you by utilizing the strategies and the lead generating systems that we provide, teach, and train on. I think that would be very, very doable. And what agent doesn't want to make more commissions? So a lot of agents are joining us for the lead generation software for sure. The second reason they're joining us is for this company stock acquisition program. We want every single agent to be an owner. And so on the first transaction that every agent does each year, they're going to be awarded stock. And we have the ability for the agents voluntarily to utilize 5% of their commissions to purchase the stock at a 20% discount. That's a huge advantage. When I first joined the company, the stock was trading at about $1, a little over $1. Last year, the stock was trading at $2 to $3. Right now, the stock's trading north of $13, $14 a share. Very, very exciting what's happening. Have no idea where the stock's going to go up or down, but I can tell you it's a very exciting to be able to be a part of this and access that. When you cap as an agent, you earn more stock. Capping with us is when you've paid $16,000 in company dollar. All our agents are on an 80-20 split. So if an agent grosses $2.5 to $3 million in sales at 3%, they're going to gross $80,000 in gross commissions. 20% of 80 is 16. You pay the 16, you cap, you don't pay that split anymore. Plus, you earn more stock when you cap. We also have a program that is called our Icon program for really high producing agents that gives agents that sell 40, 50 or more houses a year. Some agents I'm running into are selling 100, 200, 300 and more houses a year. We have a program where you actually will be able to earn that $16,000 cap. We give that back to you in the form of company stock. And we use you as a pillar. You become our example. You become our advertising. Look at this great agent who's here with us. We'd rather spend the money on the agents, invest the money back to the agents, than putting it on billboards around the country. And every time we talk to agents and we say, what would you rather do? Would you rather us put money into billboards or give the money to the agents? The agents vote for the agents every single time. You can also buy it publicly over the counter. Our moniker is EXPI. And if you notice so far, I've only talked about earning stock by selling more houses, having more production, doing more real estate, doing more deals. There is an option if you want to refer or attract agents to the company, that when agents join that you've referred to the company, when they close their very first transaction with the company, with EXP, you are awarded stock too. And they can join anywhere throughout the United States and several provinces in Canada, and we're looking at several other countries as well. That's an exciting thing to be able to do. And so that's the second reason that agents are joining us, and that is for this company stock acquisition program. So there's two ways right now that agents are joining us. Reasons: one is for the lead generation systems to improve their commission business, and they're also joining us for the stock acquisition program for the agent asset development and potentially developing an exit plan. With enough assets, you can pretty well do what you want to do. Very exciting. The third reason that agents are joining us is for the revenue share program, and this is a way to reward agents for referring good quality producing agents to the company. Let's use the example of, let's say you referred me to the company. I've been in real estate since 1983. I've done a lot of real estate, and every time I close a transaction, I'm going to pay my 20% to the company on my way to paying the $16,000 till I cap, and you are going to receive a piece of that 20% every time I have a closing. And by the time that I have paid my full $16,000 to the company each year, you will receive $2,800 of the $16,000 that I paid in. And let's say I had an off year, or I was sick, or I took a long vacation. I didn't do near as much. And let's say that I only grossed $40,000 in gross commission. And I only paid I only paid $8,000 to the company, right? Well, you'd receive $1,400 of that $2,800. It's not an all or nothing. It's transactional up to a maximum of $2,800 a year for every agent that you personally enroll. And let's say that I enroll, I've been in real estate a long time, and let's say that I enrolled 10 of my buddies around the country and in Canada, which I have. I've done more than that, actually. And let's say that they've been in business a long time, so they're selling, 2.5 to 3, 5, 10, 20 million. So they're certainly going to pay in their $16,000, and I'm going to receive $2,800 of the $16,000 that each of my 10 buddies pay in every year that they do that. Now, because you referred me indirectly, you're responsible for my 10 buddies, right? And so they're on your second generation, and on the chart, second generation pays up to $3,200 of the $16,000 that each of my 10 buddies paid in, right? That's quite something. And if my buddies refer people, they would be on your third generation or third level, which would be up to $2,000 of the 16. And we track that 7 generations. Pretty cool. If you add those numbers up on the left, you'll see that equals 16,000. We're actually willing and able to pay out the entire 16,000 to agents who qualify. And the way they qualify is that center column there that says active, personally recruited agents. And you'll notice that it says 5 plus, 10 plus, 15 plus. What that means, for every 5 agents that you personally enroll into EXP, you are going to unlock another level of revenue share. That means when you've enrolled 5 agents personally, you get paid through the second level. 10 agents personally, paid through the third. 15 through the fourth. Let's say that you've enrolled 17 agents over time. 17 is more than 15, but less than 20 on that center column, which means you would have unlocked the first 4 levels of revenue share, but not 5, 6, and 7. 5, 6, and 7 would stay with the company to help pay the overhead it does have and increase the value of the stock, which we all win no matter what, because we all have stock. We're all stockholders, so we win no matter what. What I'm going to do now is show you 2 quick examples of how this can play out. Let's say that you referred 6 agents to the company who are each grossing at least $80,000 in commissions, doing 2.5 to 3 million. Right? You're going to earn 2,800 times that 6, which is 16,800 in revenue share. That's actually more than your cap. So you literally are paying 0 net to the company. You can actually say you are a true 100% plus, actually, right? Now what happens is those 6 agents will probably enroll others. Let's say 6. Now, not each, but total between them. And what I've seen over the last 20 years, normally how this happens is one of those agents will refer 4, one of those agents will refer 2, and the other 4 agents will watch them do it year after year after year after year. But now you've got 12 agents, and if they're all capping, you're making $36,000 a year in revenue share. That can be pretty substantial to somebody, an extra $3,000 a month on average, right? $36,000 a year. That could pay off some of your bills, could pay your credit cards, could make your car payments, could even pay some houses off if you want to. If you didn't go out and spend it, you could really set yourself up pretty nicely. That an extra amount of money would be a major difference to a lot of people. I'm told that last year in the United States, an extra $500 a month would have stopped 50% of all the bankruptcies that happened. That's an incredible statistic. We can help people do that very much. So that actually does make a difference. Now, this is what I teach the agents that I work with, and that is 10 who get 10. That is my mantra, 10 who get 10, right? And what that means is that you're going to be in your career. Let's say that you do it, I'd say very casually. What if it takes you 5 years? Are you going to be in real estate for the next 5 years? Yeah. Well, let's say that you enroll 2 agents a year for 5 years. That's 10. And each of your agents referred 2 agents a year for 5 years. That would be 10 for them. 10 who get 10, or you'd have over 100 agents in that case. If they're doing 2.5 to 3 million, you're going to be making a $348,000 a year in residual on top of your commissions, on top of the stock that you would have earned. That is going to be life-changing, no question. But let's say your agents don't sell that much. Let's say they only sell $1 million or $1.2 million, something in that neighborhood. Well, in our system, an agent that closes about $1 million to $1.2 million is going to produce about $1,000 a year in revenue share for you. So if all your agents were only selling about $1 million to $1.2 million, you'd be making about $100,000 a year. If they're producing at a higher level, as much as $350,000. So you can assume, somewhere between $100,000 and $150,000 a year. You've got 100 producing agents, 10 on your first level and 100 on your second. That's pretty cool. Well, when I first saw this 2 years ago, I had just moved to Texas. I didn't know anybody, but I felt I could still enroll 1 agent a month. And the way I could do that was by saying, hi, my name is Rob. This is my wife, Jen. We're new to the area. I'd really like to talk to someone who knows something about real estate, who's got it going on. Not a newbie, but someone who's really got it going. And people would refer agents to me. And I figured I could refer 1 agent a month by doing that. If I talked to four a month, 1 a week, right? And I figured for every 4 people I show this to, 1 would join. Pretty much, this is a fantastic platform. So I figured 1 out of 4 would join. So I would enroll 1 a month for a year. That'd be 12. I figured I'd lose 2 or 3 due to attrition because people quit stuff, and I'd net 9. And if I did that for 3 years, that'd be 27 agents, which on that chart would be more than 25, but less than 40. And I would have unlocked the first 6 levels of revenue share, not the 7th, right? And I figured I could turn those 27 agents into 500 agents because agents know agents who know agents. And if I had agents that were actually only doing, say, $1 million to $1.2 million, not big producers, but average agents, that if I had 500 agents that were doing that at $1,000 a year, that'd be $500,000 in revenue share in 3 years with 27 agents personally enrolled and 500 total. And that was worth going for. And that was my goal. Well, this is my actual numbers for my wife and I, all right? And that is, this is we joined January 1st of 2016 as our official start date. I enrolled 4 agents, 3 in Arizona, 1 in Texas. And then we went on vacation to Fiji for the rest of the month to relax and get over that. February and March, I really didn't do anything. In April, my sponsor, Gene Frederick, convinced us to go to the National Stockholders Meeting because we were publicly traded. We have a stockholders meeting. I'd never been to one, so we went. And I was very impressed. I met the founder, Glenn Sanford, incredibly bright guy. And I met the board. I met the top agents. I met the bankers. I met the Wall Street people. I met the auditors. Man, oh man, I was so impressed. I told my wife, I said, I think these people are really onto something and that we should put some effort into this. And so when we got back at the end of April, I enrolled 1 more agent, which says that I have 5. Right there on that first line is how many I personally enrolled. And I found out that we have a back office that shows us, what other agents on our team are doing, if they've enrolled people, sales, and where they live and what they're doing. And I discovered that those 4 agents, while I was doing nothing, enrolled 14 agents between them. And those 14 enrolled 14 who enrolled 20, 14, 10, and 9. I had a total of 86 agents, but I only knew 5 of them. That was amazing to me. And I thought, wow, this thing could really be amazing because it's the first time in my life I didn't have to be the one motivating and saying, you got to do this, get going. I wasn't even there, right? So in May, I enrolled 7 more, and it gave me 12. And I started working with those. I said, who do you know that we can talk to? Who do you know that we can talk to? Who do you know that we can talk to? Who do you know we can talk to? By the end of June, I had 12 agents personally enrolled and 131 agents total. In July, we went on vacation again for a month to South America to relax. Came back refreshed in August, enrolled 6 more agents personally. And we started working with them, same kind of thing. Well, those 18 enrolled 51, so on for 260 agents. By August, September, October, I enrolled 3 more in September personally, 1 more in October. We had a total of 491 agents by October, which was my 5-year goal. I had no idea it was going to go like this, but it was really pretty exciting because of the talented people that were joining. I couldn't believe the caliber of agents that were joining. By the end of December, I had 22 agents active. I had enrolled 25, but I'd lost 3 to attrition, just like I thought. But I had a total of 700 agents. And you figure if I'm, can predict about $1,000 a year, plus or minus for each agent, that's a significant residual, right? And going into 2017. Well, I tracked these 4 people, and this is big reasons why I had those 700. Scott and Tracy in San Antonio were $15 million producers. They had owned the most successful real estate team for many years in Century 21, owned the 4th largest Century 21 office in the United States, had sold that and had gone to Keller, and they decided to join. And in 12 months, they enrolled 24 agents, 2 agents a month on average. And those 24 enrolled 39, 83, so on for 297 agents. So about 300 of the 700 agents I had were because of Scott and Tracy, because of them. The next agent was Wilco, a brand new licensee who had been a soccer coach. And it turned out that many of the parents of the kids he taught were real estate people. So Wilco and I met with him, and he was able to enroll 22 agents in 7 months, about 3 agents a month. And those 22 enrolled 28, 38, 17, and so on for 119 agents. He created a 6-figure residual in 7 months. Sheila I met her at a continuing education class. She was a $17 million producer. She was running 12 offices, real estate offices, I believe, in multiple states. Her broker was paying her about $100,000 a year to run those offices. She enrolled the next day. She resigned pretty much the next day, joined us, and in 4 months enrolled 13 agents, about 3 a month. And those 13 enrolled 39, 58, and so on for 156 agents. She created a 6-figure residual. She replaced that 100,000 in 4 months. One of the people she called was Brent. Brent is your average superstar, $100 million in sales in a bad year, $200 million in a good year. Sheila called him up and said, hey, Brent, this is Sheila. I met you a while back at a real estate conference. You were one of the speakers, and you were incredible. I took pages and pages of notes. And I've just run across a new platform in real estate that's driven by technology that's changing the real estate industry dramatically, especially the way agents are compensated. And I'd like you to do me a favor. Would you watch a short webinar and give me your feedback? And he said, sure, I would love to. He said, I just want to let you know, I'm not going to buy anything. I'm not changing companies. I'm not going to do anything like that. I'm happy where I'm at, but I'll be happy to give you my opinion and my feedback. She said, fine. So we set him up on a webinar. 20 minutes into it, he tells us, I'm standing at my desk. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I like this. I'm interested. I think I'm going to want to just what I've been looking for my whole life, I think. That was the end of October. On November 1st, he joined us. And in 2 months, November and December, he enrolled 24 agents. That's 3 a week on average, who enrolled 53.29 for 121. In 2 months, Brent created a 6-figure residual. Now, I have this picture in here because I don't want you to look like this. This is someone that says, oh, I saw this before about 6 months, a year ago. I had no idea. And we don't want you to feel that way. So I hope that when you see this, if this is your first time, that you do some more research, you get with the person that invited you, and you make a decision and move forward. Come join us. It's really pretty exciting. I want to tell you, in July of 26, this is 18 months after I had joined the company. This is just 7 months later after I had 700. I did a presentation in Jackson, Mississippi, just before Mississippi opened, and we have a back office that shows us how much money we are making from our rev share team, and it's live. And every time there's a closing anywhere within our rev share organization, we know how much rev share we're going to be. It moves, that number moves constantly every day, throughout the day and throughout the week and month. And as of July 26th, I had 34 agents personally enrolled. I had and who had enrolled, 150, 200, 300, 300, for a total of 1,600 agents. In other words, I had 900 agents more join the team in 7 months. And so that was producing at that time $3,000 a day in residual revenue share, tad over $1 million a year. It's significantly increased since then, dramatically, actually. Thousands more have joined. Our startup cost is only $99 one time. That includes everything that you see there on the screen, plus it includes your first month's technology fee, which is only $50 a month. It's the only thing that we bill our agents. And that includes the cloud office as well as conversion and commissions inc. And then we have a $420 education fee that you only pay on your first transaction that you close each year. So your costs are about $1,000. $50 a month times 12 and another 400, about $1,000 a year, right? And the reason that agents are joining us, threefold. One, for the lead generation system to increase their commission business, the stock acquisition program to increase their asset base, and the revenue share to increase their cash flow by referring really good quality agents to the company. And to support that, we have an 80-20 split until you cap. There's no royalties, even if you're licensed in multiple states. Husband and wife, one cap, only one cap. If you have a team and you got buyer's agents are half a cap at $8,000. And then we have a few minor transaction fees, $25 broker review fee to make sure all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted, $30 E&O that actually is capped at $500 a year. So just on your first 17 transactions. And then we have the Icon program as well.